guys? I'll be going over Paul Skenes' pitching mechanics and what makes him so good as a pitcher. So we'll jump right in here. With Paul Skenes, one of the things he does so well that a lot of pitchers don't, he stays closed for so long. So he's the type of guy that likes to bring his leg up quite high, and then here starts engaging the hip, which his pitching mechanics are great for young pitchers, for anyone. This is Paul Skenes is somebody you should look at mechanically if you're young or high school or whatever and try to resemble because he has basically every mechanic down that a pitcher would want. So like engaging the back hip here, as you can see, he's already starting to kind of sink into his back leg. Already starting to go toward the plate. And then so you can see he's starting to separate. And then this is the biggest key with Paul Skenes. He's closed and he's maybe 8 inches or so from hitting the ground with his front leg, and he's still closed, as you can tell. Look how closed off he is. So he's probably about maybe 60% around, coming around and being right to the plate. So now he's starting to turn, and then because he has great hip mobility, he's able to rotate his hips, his trunk, and everything in the amount of that time from from there to there. He is straight with the plate, right toward the target. And then from there, he's linear to the plate, and he's gotten all that power from his rotation and being closed off. And that's why Paul Skeets has so much good control. He can throw so hard. One of the things with younger guys is being closed. A lot of guys will open up early, the front shoulder will open up, and then they'll be falling off the mound, not being straight to the plate. Like here, he is super linear to the plate. His chest is up. His shoulders are level, which is another thing that a lot of younger pitchers have trouble with that are developing is keeping their shoulders level. It's one of the things that um, I think might be forgotten about with coaches, younger coaches, when looking, is keeping shoulders level. You'll have a lot of guys that have their shoulders when they engage on their back foot, their shoulders will be up. So when they drive down, then their arm is late and the ball is sailing. But like with Paul Skeens here, coming down, in some regards, he's kind of driving his front shoulder down. I feel like that's one key that I've kind of picked up by watching pitchers is telling them to keep their shoulder down, driving that toward the plate because that's going to keep you level. And then finishing like that. And then with his front foot, how stable his front foot is. Having a strong front leg is really important. Um, so I mean, you'll have guys that are younger. There's some guys that'll their foot will be straight, which you don't want. You don't want a straight foot. You want it to be kind of diagonal, because then that creates the rotation and being able to generate as much power from your lower body, and then having that strong leg comes around, lifts the leg up, then finishes. And look how, when he finishes, how long, how smooth his whole motion is, and the fact that he's able to just control that once he gets to the end of his pitching. Um, so much control, his body movement. Um, so like at the end here, so you can tell he really extends. That's another thing with youth pitchers and guys that throw. Um, with the fact of finishing the pitch, there's a lot of youth pitchers that they finish the pitch, but you know, like look at his arm finishing. I mean, he's wrapping it around his body. That's how much he's finishing. And that's why I really like Paul Skenes' pitching style because, everything from the lower to the top to his finish, everything is smooth, connected, and that's what allows him to have so much control and velo. Um, so as see, we broke down Paul Skenes' pitching mechanics. Um, if any of you are watching that are youth guys or whatever, I would definitely um, try to, I'd even go and see what like his routine is. I think his routine, Paul Skenes' routine, I think he does a lot of water bag things of keeping his shoulders level and that kind of stuff. I don't know what else he does. I know he throws the football, which the football is really good too. A lot of athletes use a football before they throw. It gives them good mechanics before they throw, good feel. I did it in college sometimes, so but this is definitely a really good video to look at. Um, and it's pretty clear, so if you guys want to drop comments, if you have any questions, or even if you want advice about pitching or your questions about how Paul Skenes pitches, let me know in the comments. I'll reply. If you want to hit the subscribe button, I'll be uploading this type of content. Um, if you guys want me to upload stuff like this more, um, you can comment more, and I'll upload our pictures and break them down, what makes them good. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.